Hi, my name is Sonia Arrington. I'm the founder of MATV, Mothers Against Teen Violence. I founded MATV in March of 2010 after my son was tragically shot 5 times and killed January 5th, 2010. And what I wanted to do with MATV was I wanted to not only let parents know, but I also wanted to let the youth know that you can turn a negative into a positive. There is nothing more negative than losing a child. And Steve was my only son, and he was my baby. And what I wanted to do with that anger, that pain, I wanted to channel it in a positive way. So I have started a couple of programs, and my first program that I started is the LEAD program. It's a mentoring program. It stands for Leadership, Empowerment, Accountability, and Diversity. It's a mentoring program, and it's mandated for the kids to come. The majority of my kids that are in my LEAD program are here because of the truancy. They have an issue with skipping school and everything, so they're court-ordered to be in this program. And as an incentive for coming through my program, they get credit for community service hours, and they also get their fees and fines waived. And at the completion of the program, I will give the judge a certificate letting them know that they have completed the program so they can get credit for the community service hours and get their fines and fees waived. And also in the LEAD program, what we also do is we do credit recovery, we do GED preparation, we do tutoring. I started an intramural basketball for the kids because my thought is if we keep them busy, we'll keep them out of trouble. We have so much going on in the Erie community, and we need to come together as a community. You know, I wish I had started my organization, Mothers Against Teen Violence, long before my son was shot and killed. And I need to say this, you know, before my son was shot and killed, there has been others shot and killed before him. But it never gave me the initiative to do anything because in the back of my head, I was saying it wasn't my son. Even though it hurted my heart to hear of anybody losing a child, I always said, well, it wasn't my son. You know, and I think back today, if I had did what I'm doing now then, maybe my son would still be alive. And one thing that I need to tell the Erie community, I'm not only a mother to my children, but I am a mother to all children. And every life that I save, that's a rose placed on my son's grave. I also just started another program, an out-of-school suspension program, where we are targeting the 6th, 7th, and 8th graders from Roosevelt and Wayne Middle School. And the reason why we're just doing these 2 schools right now is because when we took a look at the numbers of suspension in the city of Erie, we had almost 300 and something kids suspended from school within the first 2 months of school. And those 2 schools had the highest number of kids suspended in those grades. So what I wanted to do was I wanted to start an out-of-school suspension program. A lot of our kids, they act out so they can be sent home. To me, when our children are suspended, I really strongly believe that they should be able to stay in school for in-school suspension, because when you suspend a child and send them home, a lot of the times the parents are at work. These kids are getting rewarded for being suspended. They're at home playing video games, watching TV. Half the time they're probably not even at home. They may be over their boyfriend or girlfriend house, and that's another reason why we have a lot of teenage pregnancy. So with that said, I wanted to think of a way that, you know, I could get these kids to come to the Booker T. Washington Center so they can be under supervision, they can be under some guidance, you know, help them with their homework that they'll be missing out on, because another key point to all this is when they're suspended 3 or more days, they have homework that they're missing. These kids don't even do the homework. That's why a lot of our kids are failing. So by them coming to the Booker T. Washington Center for the out-of-school suspension program, we are able to help them finish that homework, and we are able to supervise them when parents who are at work don't have to worry about, well, is my child at home? And my hope for all of this is hopefully they'll change their mindset and say, you know, I don't want to get suspended. because I don't want to sit with Mrs. Arrington for 4 or 5 hours a day. I'd rather be in school, you know. So we as parents, we are supposed to lead by example. We all have to be an example to our children. What we show our children at home is what they're going to take out in the community. If we show them good, they're going to take good. If we show them bad, they're going to take bad. But the whole mission of Matt V. Mothers Against Teen Violence is to save our youth. I'm all about the youth. Everything I do is about our youth. We have a serious problem, and I can't even say anymore that it's teenagers killing teenagers, because it goes from the adults. We getting targeted every which way around, you know, and these kids have some poor examples in their life. So I wanted to be a positive example, you know, and I even tell these youth the story of what happened to my son. As tragic as it was, as tragic it is, and it will always be, I still do what I do because I love all children. I don't want any parent to go through what me and my husband and my family go through on a day-to-day basis. There is never closure. There should never be a parent who have to bury their child before them. And that's the saddest thing about it. My son was only 19 years old. He had his whole life ahead of him. We got a lot of these young people out here in the community that have mental health issues. We need to do more about getting mental health checks for our youth in the Erie community. But one thing that I really must say is I need all the help that I can get. I need volunteers to help with my program. I need donations to businesses, even family. If you want to donate $5, $10, every little bit help. Everything that's donated, it goes to help save the lives of our youth. And I want to leave you with one note, is that you never want to be in my shoes by losing your child. So whatever I can do that will help the child, that will help the parents, that's what I'm going to do, and I'm in it to win it. Thank you.